This time of year, we do get some pretty amazing skies. We have had sunny mornings and then rain in the afternoons.
And this is a new plant that I had to add to the garden.
Hi, it is the long awaited, highly anticipated October 2025 garden update. Yay! I'm Patty Blue Hayes reporting from my garden in El Valle de Anton. All right, I put on my boots. Let's go take a walk around and see what's new. It's the afternoon. The sun came back out after a rain shower, and I'm gonna just take a walk around and let's get started. This is the side over by the little deposito, and this area needs some help. I keep planting things thinking that it's gonna look more defined, but as I'm looking at it right now, it looks a little straggly, and then I've got that one plant just shooting up there. The ylang ylang tree is still healthy, but has not produced any flowers yet. Maybe it'll be a little more time before it does that. So it's just looking a little scraggly right around here. Maybe dry season will help it look a little more put together. This I love, this little corner with the palm and the white ginger. I just think that looks really pretty. And I have those cuttings of the white ginger that I can definitely plant. Both of these look healthy, and I can put those in the ground. It's just gonna depend on where. This is that gardenia tree shrub. Ooh, a wood rail. And I'm not sure if, well, it's been a while since I've done a video, so I don't think you've seen these little flowers. They have a wonderful fragrance, just like a light. Let me see if I can get that in focus. Hold on. I can't like hold this and the camera and focus. There it goes. Has a really nice kind of light citrusy aroma. The green jade vine is very healthy. I should probably get up on a ladder and bring that top little vine piece down so that it's on the metal. But thankfully, at least it's alive. That palm tree is doing really well. I wasn't sure when I planted it if it was going to thrive or not, but it's doing really well. None of the papaya trees are really producing fruit. This is pretty. It looks like a new blossom on this plant. Let me see if I can get around to show you the blossoms. The hammocks that I have never taken in out of the rain. I'll try and give them a good washing. I should just bring them in today. The lemons have not turned yellow, but I did use a few when I was making hummus. Oh, there's a wood rail over there. I just love these birds, but they're so elusive. Yeah, he's already going away. So the lemon I used was pretty tasty. The gardener recently planted that shrimp plant. So that has like a nice orange color. I have one shrimp plant that was yellow, but it kind of died off. It really just wasn't doing well. Same with this mussaenda. It just never really seems to be thriving. Maybe I'll be brave and cut it all back at the start of summer in December. The vine is starting to take over on the metal. I could probably trim back some of these wild little sprigs. These flowers are so pretty. They're very sturdy. And they do last a long time when they're cut and put in a vase. Not so sure how this tree is doing, but I have learned that if I ignore things, they seem to do better than if I pay too much attention to them. This is the Panama flame tree, or it's supposed to be the Panama flame tree. It might just be suffering from being waterlogged with all the rain that we've had. Dry season might perk it up a little bit. Things are looking good over here. I just love this plant. I don't know the name of it, but with the dark green and then the kind of fuchsia color combination, it's really pretty. Hibiscus, probably could cut those down a little bit. This vervain decided to grow here. Such a delicate little flower. Oh, and a little freestyling papaya. I don't know if there's any new clusters of banana. Oh yeah, I do see one. The cosmos are blooming. And there is a banana cluster right there. And just beyond the banana cluster are the chocolatas that I do not care for because they eat the flowers, and if I put food out for the smaller birds, they eat everything. They just travel in a pack and they're just like bullies. I don't like them. This tree always cracks me up because no matter what I've done to it to prune it back, the Dombea, it just always ends up looking like this again. Got some hibiscus blossoms here. All right, I'm gonna have to be brave and cut this back so they're shorter and start to blossom a little lower. Got the ginger. Oh, over here I have more cosmos. The butterflies and bees like these. Or I guess pollinators. The pollinators like these. And this variegated, I think it's an ornamental ginger. It was in a spot that was a little shady and it wasn't really doing well. So I think it looks really nice here. This is over by the bird feeding platform. And those are some of the stolen plants that I got with my friend Kelly. I just love the colors of green. Here's Chakalaka. And they break these branches. That's why also I don't like them. But I won't publicly shame them. I'll do it in private. Let's go take a look at the Confederate rose. There's a blossom on top that's just that really pretty light pink. Wow, it's a big blossom. Maybe I can just stand back here and zoom in. Yep. So pretty. Very muddy over here. I think I'm going to walk around. Squish, squish, squish. Plumeria. Looks like it might be ready to blossom. I don't see anything new over here. This is starting to blossom a little bit. This just has such a great fragrance. And I cut a couple of pieces and stuck them in water. And I've done it before and had no luck at all. And 2 of them have roots that are growing. So I'm very encouraged. And that one's like half eaten. I'm very encouraged about that. And I'm going to show you where I'm going to plant them. I like these little spiky green and purplish plants, and they will multiply on their own. I think that's a nice combination in there with the pink. The birds are looking at me like, hey, you're out here. That means we're supposed to get something. Persian shield probably needs to be cut back more. It's looking a little bit tired and straggly. I'll show you some pink banana. Some people say that they eat them, and then some people say that it's just ornamental. I have not tried eating them. Something smells really good over here. This is a gardenia, but I think it's grasshoppers that eat this. I'm trying to be a little bit more zen about plants that get eaten and don't survive. But it's definitely challenging because there's some plants that I really, really like, but so do the insects. Okay, so over at the fence, and I need to get rid of this sand. That was for a project in the room that was like my trash art room, but now all the usable sand is going away and it's just shells. So I think we could just fill that in different spots in the yard. So those two vines, I asked the gardener to clean up. There was like a lot of straggly stuff along this fence line. And I'm going to keep the bamboo and then plant those two sprigs of that pink fragrant vine. And then just ask the gardener to be kind of diligent about cutting back or just keeping it in shape. I think that'll be nice. Bamboo is always so incredibly healthy in the rainy season. Thanks for joining me for the garden tour. There wasn't like a lot of new stuff, but you know, it's very green because of all the rain. I'll see you next garden tour, hopefully next month. Actually, no, November, I'm not going to do one because I'm going to be traveling to the States, and November is going to be like the ultimate rainy time. So the next one will probably be in December when it's going to be sunny and breezy. Looking forward to it.
If anyone knows how to get cat pee out of this big beanbag chair, let me know, because I think the neighborhood cats have been using this to pee on and mark their territory.